Hello, hello. How nice, a sunrise. Hello, Valentinus. Yeah, it's a late stream. I came home at like 6 p.m. and then we played 4 games of Dota 2 and then it was already 10 p.m. But I also don't have anything I need to do today. I just wanted to kind of give a heads up that I'm gonna have the open house tomorrow. And for that, if you need IP or any details, but it comes as a surprise that it's gonna be running on the new stable. I just updated the server, the new stable. I'm just kind of making sure that everything works still. Well, DPS should be slightly worse now because I don't have the optimizations on the nano time. But MyoZone actually made a better version of it. They made it so that the machines only start ticking their the tick time if you scan them or look at them. So that would be really good for the performance. Yeah, let's see. I noticed that the fusion craft I started yesterday got kind of stuck because we didn't have the data stick for fusion coils, and then the pattern was wrong. So I kind of have to empty all these assembly lines to start with. But hopefully I can get the Mark V compact crafting today, although I think we're still missing the Dragon Blood. Yeah. Well, at least I'm on the controller. Should be achievable in a few hours. But yeah, open house in 14 hours from now. And it's gonna be up for, they put in the thing, I think 2.5 days. So I'll shut it down on Thursday, midnight. Is there items in here? I took the fluids away, but didn't get all the fluids. Should just what? Took the first one, then I got distracted. Nice. Hopefully Delena also makes an appearance in the open house, but I will be there for most of the day tomorrow. And on Thursday, wait, actually on Wednesday I probably won't be there for reasons that someone might know, also known as Starfield release. We'll see how far people get this time. I think last time they got the almost a BBF. Yeah, there might be more easy pickings around the base this time around. And I really should have made this thing easier to clear. The annoying having to clear 28 lines manually. Although I should convert these to use the dual interface P2Ps actually. That would mean I could take the fluids away using the terminal. Also, my streaming times are looking a little iffy right now because after tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Starfield, and then in 2.5 weeks I have a military exercise, which is gonna be 2 weeks more. So it might be that I just disappear completely for like 4 or 5 weeks. We'll see. Also, I kind of decided that we're not gonna be pushing for the IF army here. Like, we just don't have the players, and I kind of want to wait for Colin to finish the rework so we can test it, like the entire chain. And if I'm anyways just gonna be playing for like 5 weeks, that gives him a lot of time to finish the things, and then we can just straight up test them when they are ready to be tested. So yeah, looks like Gate is getting delayed by at least a month. That's fine. At this point, I've kind of given up on even making a fast gate. And of course, it's still gonna be fast, like under 1 year, but like it's not gonna be 4.5 months what the B run did. We shall treat this board run as a dev run from now on. Bit of a speedrun. One more. Let's really want the metastable organism going. Would be nice if we can actually. We might be able to get. Well, if I'm going to be playing Open House tomorrow, then I'm not going to be able to get it. But getting the Mark 6 Nakoda fuel would be pretty nice, so we can start filling the battery. Although not that filling the battery is going to be useful if we don't have anything to spend it on, so not the priority. Also, I think if the battery ever fills up, our Nakoda fuel place just blows up. The reactors blow up if they cannot output energy anyway. I might want Redstone control that. Right, that should be all the assigns. It's not. There's 6 more. Okay, that looks like an eternal coil. Also, the 10,000 optical circuits I made last time finished without any problems, so that's pretty nice. Wait, could I grab iridium? Huh? I think our flatline is slacking. Let's go check on that, I think. Although how is Nakoda doing? Water is permanently out. But this thing is going down now. Oh, right, I'm still getting Iberium. I should actually switch those to like Nakoda. Because we're not using Tiberium anymore for anything. Lapis seems to have overtaken phosphates. I think that might be because of the Tiberium. They are in the same space mining vein. Like, not space mining vein, but same drone. More Hypogen. That's really weird. Why did the Eternal Coils not craft? This? No, this is connected. It's off. Oh. Weird. I checked Delano's Steam profile a few minutes ago. And that man has been playing 150 hours of Path of Exile in the past 2 weeks. Holy hell. He has 400 hours on the server. Server's been up for what, 12 weeks, I think? A bit more. And that man has 1/3 of it in 2 weeks in Path of Exile. He's not dedicated enough. um, 3 more. The reason the things broke is because the pattern, for some reason, only had 1 instead of 16 circuits. And it's easier for me to just reorder the thing instead of manually try adding the things. Hypogen. Actually, what even is this missing? Should have everything. Are they off? No? Weird. I'm trying a craft. Good question. Well, this was the compact Mark V controller craft, which got stuck because of wrong pattern. So right now I'm fixing that, and I'm gonna reorder it. And then we need the coils, but the coils need dragon blood, and that's gonna be a problem. So I might actually try setting that up. I can. I don't know the progress on the coils. Let me actually see. Oh, it could be blood soaked something. We do have 32 of them. Can we make more? Can we can't. Okay. Magic stuff. Well, we can set up at least one dragon crafter. Go kill a few dragons. I feel like if you want to revive the dragon, you need magic as well, and I don't know magic. Let me order the compact first. I think it's mostly crafted already. Hmm. Maybe we could set up the tier 3 PCB factory actually. Seems like something we can do fairly quickly. That means this roof needs to go, unfortunately. Probably easier if I make a new one on the side. So we can keep this running while I'm upgrading. Would even place it like here. Oh, right. Water line. I actually I think I've ever seen this before. This is running on. UHV hatches. Ah, yes, the wireless abuse. What? What? Oh god. This thing is cursed. So many fluid expert buses. And just QFT for water line? Dragon Blood B. I think we have that. Let me actually go check. We just might not be extracting the cones. Minecraft did say that you did make the B. Might be the B net. Yeah, 4,000 Dragon Blood dust to smelt. Yeah, but 4,000 is not gonna last for very long. Like what double what we have in fluids. There should be a Dragon Blood B in here. Unless Minecraft is lying to me. What would it look like? It's probably gonna be pretty low down. Oh, glowstone queens. One Dragon Blood queen. So we should have cones in here. Yep. Oh god, chemical plants? What? What is this? Yeah, I feel like just making the fusion crafters is easier. Well, let's see how much we actually need. So, fusion coil, Mark II. Did I even pattern it yet? I don't think I did it because it's made in the precise assembler. Wait, no, this one is it. Yes. Yeah, so we do need more Dragon Blood. But yeah, the iridium is going to be a problem. Like, we do have it automatically smelting metal, or like molten metal. So worst case, we can just use that. But I'm pretty sure we should be producing more dust than we are smelting. That line I haven't touched in at least like 7 tiers at this point. Are you even running? $800 million metallic powder, that doesn't seem to be going down. Something is stuck here. It might be the Aqua Reach, actually. Yep. We should really start actually using bigger input hatches. We can trivially make the UMV ones now. 9 space timing, that's the only cost. Actually pattern that. Oh, and it's a UMV assembler though. I did it. I guess I could upgrade the laser or process to UMV so we can do this in them. Those. We're gonna have to use the 3D++ things. That does have number 1 for the laser source hatches. So it should work for now. Let me order like 100 of them. Let's see why the Aquaricha is not running. Over here. Wallet ready to be found. What are you missing? I know that sulfuric. This should be a loop. I'm surprised this thing is out. We didn't have diode in the system. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this needs bigger input hatch for sure. Everything 1 million amp UXV wireless hatch. What are you poor? No. We could definitely afford those. It's just I don't use wireless hatches. Because I don't like them. That's the only reason we don't do that. This is also running on ZPM. Might need an upgrade. Well, the aggregation anything is on LB recipes, so shouldn't be the bottleneck. Nitric acid as well. Only 21 million. That might be a problem. Why are we actually so low on nitric? Okay, just ate everything. The plat line is just completely neglected compared to the NAC line, which is right next to it. Like this thing is running, I think 256 amp UHV hatches. UV even. Meanwhile, this thing is IV. Might need an upgrade. Hmm. But the Aqua Reacher isn't getting over here. Where is it going then? Reach a linked input side. It's going somewhere. Only one. What? Okay, it is looping. Do we have a nitric acid LCR anywhere? I think this might be it. Ethanol. No, this may ethylene. No, ethanol, I think. Does this not make aqua or the acid anywhere? How did we get this far without making nitric acid anywhere? What the hell? I can't see it anywhere, so... Alright. I autocrafting? Oh no. I'm learning the wrong ways here. I guess you don't really need it for any passive things. Like, it's not consumed for most things. Okay, actually, let me just find one LCR. It's pretty trivial that. No point in autocrafting nitric. Let's not be lazy here. Nitric acid is space elevator. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. And of course, we don't have the fusion coils. That's a compact fusion coil. We do have a fusion coil, never mind. Blind. Pump hydrochloric and sulfuric. True. I guess nobody ever like because it's not consumed in large amounts. That's why it's not pumpable. Minecraft was just going around asking what fluids should be pumpable from the space elevator. But the nitric acid didn't make the cut because you don't need that much of it. I even have energy chests here. No. Can do like 2H3, I think. So far, I haven't found any bugs in 2.4. Hopefully, that is the case going forwards as well. I also need to order more of these. Right. Iridium. Major bug Kevlar still exists. Kevlar is just a noob trap to check if you know how the pattern fluid autocrafting, I guess. Like making the Kevlar line is actually real thing. Oh, wait, she logged in. I just realized I don't have Tabby Chat installed. No. Well, it's in there now, but I would have to restart the game. I have to live with this horrible chat window. I can't even read. It's hard to imagine my cobblestone hut with Steam machines in the same game he's playing. Yeah, like it's a shame that so few people actually like get to the end game of New Horizons because it's really uh, like there's lots of things to do, but it's just the filter to get here is so hard. It's kind of a shame. So I just check if it bees or not. True. Kevlar B was added like one day after the Kevlar line was added, and people saw how annoying it is. Why is this thing taking so long? Just hate tree stuff. Like, what's bottlenecking here? I think it's the hate tree machine holds. Um, the question is, do we have channels here? The answer is barely. Right, these have become mandatory for progression. Theoretically, they are not mandatory. They're just very good. Do we need? We need ammonia and oxygen. They're always an niche alternative until they start getting unreasonable buffs. Yeah, that's what happens when one dev really likes a thing and then just keeps buffing it, and nobody else knows how the thing works. They just like stand in the side and watch as the thing becomes OP. But they still cannot sustain the needs of late game, so it's unlikely they will get nerfed. Ammonia. Oh, what? Why do you have... Oh no! Why do you have multiple ammonia outs? Oh, what? Huh? Why does my better P2P not have buttons in here? You downgrade the better P2P? Hang on. Check the version I have on the server. Version is correct. That's weird. The buff crops or make them more viable compared to bees. Like two crops exist being unique. Yeah, well, crops are really early game, but it is true that the egg is kinda, I don't know, it's questionably good compared to the mega apiary. I'm getting distracted. Oxygen mode. Wait, what? Wow. How are we out of ammonia? No valid recipe found. What do you mean no valid recipe found? It's ammonia. What's the circuit? Catalyst noise, the circuit is missing somehow. Weird. Or maybe that makes it batch a little bit better. Yeah, up there. That also explains why the flatline isn't running, actually. Ammonia from SE was buffed. Oh damn. Might have to make some more pumps at some point. Well, that's a real way of getting ammonia though, so I'll just run it for now. Because we have both nitrogen and hydrogen from the space elevator, so it's almost the same thing. The crops being necessary for progression though. Yeah, crops are completely mandatory because they are mostly like early game thing and I can just mine more. Bees are also like, I don't think there's anything gated behind bees. It's just they make any game a lot more bearable, so in that sense they are kind of required. This needed, I think, number 24. It ran for like a second and made 42 million. Seems about right. Do we have a nitric acid? At the tank. Nice, we do. Hello, Destroy now. 1.5%. Yeah. After I switched the thing to use chromatic glass instead of Tiberium, it's been running really steadily. So all the reactors are running non-stop. It's before the power. I wish I could. Our autocrafting is too weak. I believe the nitric acid is still running on a HV input hatch. That needs to be changed. Let me first add some here. Unless the Yota tank doesn't even have a Yota hatch, then I guess I can't add it here. Actually, wait, no, I can. Just yoink it from here instead. Yoink. I might need a bit more sulfuric as well. Yeah. Now we should have plenty of aqua. Fine. Although I just realized that this thing can void. Yeah, like now it's gonna void because these things are running as well. Not the best thing. Oh well. What other parts of the iridium chain are bottlenecking here? None of this is on. Actually, this is palladium. Right, platinum concentrate is full all the time. I'll probably be gone once you start crafting Eye of Harmony. Yeah, but that'll be in like 5 weeks, so that's gonna be a while still. This makes the platinum salt, I think. Ammonium chloride, that might be the bottleneck here. So long since I touched this thing. There's the iridium. No, that's a tritium dust. 5 weeks till I have harmony. Well, nothing is blocking us, but it's getting reworked. Like Colin is working on it. So I kind of try to wait until then. And anyways, I'm gonna be playing Starfield for the next 2 weeks, starting on Wednesday. And after those 2 weeks, I have a military exercise that I have to attend, which is another 2 weeks. So that's why it's gonna be almost 5 weeks before I can actually play properly. Assuming I'm done with the Starfield by then. Barely read this chat. If you're watching Sound System of Fanboy Picks, you're gonna have to wait for a few years before you get Fanboy Picks in here. Hmm. Right. Progress is stuck at wait, what? Why is the progress not going? Wait. I think this is the main bottleneck here. And it seems to be fixable by just giving it more power. It's non-0% chance of fanboy picks. Don't get your hopes up. Alright, let's give this thing more power. And actually, wait, are these things still redstone controlled? Might be. It is not. But they are not. Alright. Let's turn this off. Not having tabby chat is actually triggering me. It's so bad. I spoiled. Yes, I spoiled myself. Like it takes 1 minute to add it. So why don't people do it? It's so good. Hopefully nothing power failed. Didn't know it exists. Yeah, it's a fairly rare mod to use. I guess mostly it's not a problem for people because they don't have Nidus in mod packs, so the chat isn't occluded like this. But it's the easiest way I found to move the chat, and also it gives you the filters, which are really nice. Alright, let's turn this on and see as we get more iridium. Ah yes, one taking everything. Cycling seems to be working. Now, right, that seems to be going. And that should also be making the repressidated palladium. Oh, not palladium, platinum. So let's see if the iridium is coming in now. Can't find it. There's the iridium chloride. Forgotten how you even make this stuff. Oh, platinum residue. Okay, so we're already making it. Although, is it stockpiling or not? Looks like the Mega EBF is clearing it fast enough. Is it? Hmm. You made your wallet to disable loot games and roguelike dungeons? No, we have both. It's just that the loot games don't really generate in this like Terran type. I think we did like one loot game. But roguelikes we do have quite a lot of. See if we can spot some here. That's how we got our enchanting table. We just bum rushed roguelike. I think we got it in like Stone Age. It's pretty handy. You cannot see any right now though. Alright, are we getting iridium now? Kind of. Guess we could macerate this stuff. Oh wait. Just add this here. Oh, the recipe file. Wait. Are we out of the... Wait, no. Huh? I kind of want to make this have eternal coils. I think we have some spares. We do. Let me do that. Dynamap? I think I haven't had Dynamap in a while. I might add it back for the open house tomorrow. I noticed that the Dynamap is... Well, it's not really lagging it, but it's also not helping the TPS. Oh, great. My spirit has eternal coils. Because it means we can do more perfect OCs. It's kind of a funny thing, I'm afraid. Yeah, this thing is old. The piss coils, as they are called. Wait, so isn't this stuff one-to-one into iridium? It is. So we have 220 million Iridiums sitting in a unprocessed. Might have to upgrade a few more LCRs to process that in a reasonable amount of time. I don't remember upgrading Mega EBF coils at all this run. I think we must have upgraded at least the main like smelting EBF. Everything else is just running, like everything we built is just Awakened Draconium, which we had for a long time now. Might need to start upgrading pretty soon. Because it's like order 25,000 Eternal Coils or something. Make everything Eternal, why not? Just flex on people. Beautiful. It fits a lot better than the Awakened Draconium. It's like more in theme of the surrounding colors. Alright, let's see if this makes any faster or not. Well, it definitely uses less power. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. I could give this more. UMV, let's go. We need speed. It might be a bad idea. What could go wrong? Right. Oh shit. 15 billion. And still doing a full batch. Oh no. What? It's doing 20 million parallel? What? That's insane. This one volt is contributing 60 milliseconds of lag. What? How did you manage to get 20 million with batch mode? It's the new thing with sub 1 ticks. So basically, if you're one ticking a recipe, you can keep overclocking it, and it keeps adding parallel instead of speed to kind of simulate the speed. And because the recipe we're doing is like LV or MV maybe, but we're giving it 15 billion EU per tick, it can overclock it like maybe 7 or 8 times after the 1 tick, which means it's gonna be getting to the power of 8 times more parallels. So budget unshackled batch mode. It doesn't even budget. It's just better than unshackled batch mode because it's enabled even without batch mode and on every single machine. It's better than unshackled. We got the thing true, but in a better form. Yep, I think we have Iridium now. Right, now we need to process the 200 million Iridium dioxide, which means loads of LCR upgrades. Work on machines which don't do parallels? Yes, it works on every single machine which has a GPL enabled. That does include a normal EBF. It's amazing how much is going on here and still decent frame rate. If you call 25 decent, then yeah. The base is so spread out, so it's very hard to get less than 20 FPS. But like 25 FPS isn't great. It's playable, so I'll take it. Alright, so this part is bottlenecked by something. Like it's this part? Yep. This needs a bigger input touch. An FPS zone Warcraft altar. I don't think it's 10 FPS, it's just like stuttering. It's the same thing. Right now. Okay, let me disable all of these and upgrade it. Awesome. Two HP is fine for this. It's already UV. Somebody already upgraded this. Okay. So what's the bonus here then? Like this thing needs bigger input touches. Ammonium chloride. Okay. Although I do know that I could just use the QFD to skip the flat line, but I don't know. I like the mega lines. They're much cooler than the QFD. It's just boring multi, just skipping everything. Yeah, ammonium chloride's missing. So let's see where everything is made. I think it's one of the first ones here. ZPM? Okay, I think this is due to the input touch sizes. Yep. It's actually bottlenecked by the pump. All right. VV might be the highest we can use. Yeah. You're barely using any power. Great. Ammonia, Yotta hatch has too small of an output hatch. Yeah, 700 iridium already. That's 100,000. Ammonia is pretty low, I would guess. You really need a better way of like finding the tanks here. The signs are kind of not cutting it anymore. How big is this tank here? 10 million. Wait, no, that's 10 billion. Probably fine. Ammonia, there we go. Yep, CPM output hatch. Let's get some digital signs. I wanted to make like an open computer thing for it, but I never got around to that. Alright, ammonia fixed. You know. Well, wooden signs. You use wooden signs quite a lot. Let's see what's bottlenecking next. Make my way out of this mountain. That signs made of space-time. I guess you could with Tinker's constructs. Rhodium. Um, enough output space. Oh. Oh, okay. Back to the ammonia tank we go. The input hatch is bottlenecking. And the fluid volumes become so ridiculous in late game. You're processing 100 million liters of things at every tick. So, ZPM, yeah, that would explain it. I think we also need this anymore. I think we also passed the 1 billion mark of exotic catalyst, which means we just need to add more DTPFs. That's more like it. I think it's one ticking. Not ideal. Hmm. I think we do fluid solidify this. I feel like we should just actually trash it. And we are, yeah. You do. Iridium. Okay, that could be a problem. Iridium is fixed for now. Dragon Blood would be the next. I guess you can almost see the chat. So Humongous input but no Humongous output hatch. Because the only reason you need a Humongous input hatch is the Eye of Harmony, kind of. And that thing only outputs to an ME hatch anyways. Actually, let's go check on the ore processing. I still need to cycle the cells at least once. But yeah, this looks really nice. Ore processing factories are keeping up. An output hatch exists, but it's half size of input one. I think the Humongous hatch is 2 billion, while the output is only 100 million. Wait, this is craftable? Wait, hold up. No, it's not craftable. Okay, you can't make the max machine holes. Use lots of subnetworks in A. How do you split them out? How do I split them? Well, you mean like logically? Like we have at least 1,000 subnets, but the big ones we have are like ore processing, the mega chem, and then individual setup like the biovats. So for things that are mostly self-contained and that like process multiple things in multiple steps, those have their own subnet, which accesses the mainnet through stocking buses. And then we have like thousands of mini subnets for like machine autocrafting and things like that. Right, so there's still some ore here. Move that over to the ore processors. A lot of space here. I think it's gonna fit quite all of it though. I might need a third cycle as well. We're still not keeping up? No, it is keeping up. It's just that the ores are not actively pushed through here. So this is still the overflow that didn't fit on the drives. Right now it's starting to get really nicely compacted. There's still like a few million somewhere. Figure out where the hell it is. Might be on those like side drives here. Empty. There we go. Any void miners? I think we have like one void miner, but I don't know where it is. But I know this is on Opus. Yeah, like 99.9% of it is from space mining. Nice. So let me just run this once more. Space servers we have, I think we have 4 hooked up. This main one, which is full of miners, then this one is for the pumps. This one is for the assemblers. And that's 3. And then we have this one built completely, and this one as well. So we have 2 SEs that are not hooked up yet. And looks like this one is also built. So we have something like 30 slots I need to fill, actually 45 slots. I did make the 12 more miners, mining modules. But we don't really need any ores right now. Right. This needs to be placed somewhere. I'll just process it here. Okay, 'cause, 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 ' There's our ore. Why is that not processed? Diamond ore. Okay, sifting? Do we have a sifting module? No. And it's full. Ah, that's why it wasn't going anywhere. One more cycle. Vanadium dust. Isn't this like an alloy? What? How do you get this as an ore byproduct? Huh? Okay. Strikes again, indeed. And powder ore. That would probably go to the mainnet. And let me just add this random ore amount we have to the filters. Oh, wait, is the macerator still down? Because that should be getting macerated. Ah, this is probably. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's way too small. That's why. Seeing my half fucking feature when players open A now. Wait. What am I looking at? What? Did it not work at all or something? Yep, okay, doesn't do anything. It only works in vanilla chest? Okay, yeah, that's not very useful for more than early game players. Sorry, it's just stuck in a PR. Unfortunate. Okay, one more cycle and then we should have everything in the ore processing or the maceration thing as well. We just have these ores. As you mines or us ores, it should also produce random ULV to EV machine. That would be so annoying to filter away from your ore processing. I guess you could just do it with like an arc furnace. Include an arc furnace in your ore processing and just melt them down. Be kind of silly though. Highlight. Highlight. Can I macerate this directly to dust? Yeah. I think these just split the maceration filter here. Oh wait, that's another pull. Ah, so close to being clean once again. Lead ingots. Hmm. Full. Completely full. Creeper army. Hello, Yuki. Thanks for the raid. Oh no. I have mob gripping off. He cannot blow my things up. Even Minecraft lasted longer. Already done with Starfield? I haven't even started the game. Like, I didn't have the digital deluxe. I'm getting it in 2 days. I'm waiting for it. Is the base so little? I want to make it bigger? What do you mean? Like the largest base New Horizons has ever seen. Like corium ingots. How does one make them? A lot bigger. We don't have limited time for making it. Nebith. Nebith, there it is. I hoarded all the magic log in yet to make DD. Well, she is the person, so I guess I could ask him to make that as well. And if people have unlimited time to make it, because people burned out, I guess. I have unlimited time, but I did have to do tech as well, so. Also, we don't have anything to fill the base with. Like, we already have the buildings for everything we need. So we could just make, like, decorative flat areas, but what's the point if it's not functional? So close to being good here. So then you run today? I see, I see. Wait, why did you restart? Aren't you like UHV? Get burned out or something? Was and still am in IV? Oh. Somebody was in UH3, I think. Might be thinking of someone else. Wait, but how are you still in IV if you restarted? Drew wanted to do a mega crew before she wanted the baller run? That's nice. Like New Horizon is a lot better in a team, in my opinion. Also, there have been a lot of teams lately. It's kind of cool. Like it kind of makes sense because the end game is so involved at this point that you almost need multiple people to get through it in a reasonable amount of time. All right, I think yeah, that's pretty clean. Let's get rid of this appetite here. So only enjoyable if somebody else does them for you. So true, actually. I have no idea how bees work, yet I abuse them. Alright, now we only have 0-point modules. Schematics. There we go. Our processing is finally, well, basically clean. I'll take it. What's mine? friend Minecraft to convince them to play, still won't. I feel like if you just toss your friends to play New Horizons as their first introduction to Minecraft, well, depending on your friend, but it might not go well. It's a bit of a time commitment to play New Horizons. Most people just aren't exactly ready for that with new games. Right, our processing is now done. Mega Plotline was upgraded. What else? Dragonblood. Hard to find people actually have free time to play New Horizons. Yeah, I am suffering from that right now as well. Although I don't think it's about free time. It's just like people don't feel like playing. Different. But I think the upgraded electrolyzers we did last time have been keeping up pretty nicely. So we actually let me see the ore processing nets. We could switch the mining modules to do something else at Iberium. So I really don't know what. Like, we don't need the mine for anything right now. We have infinite resources. It's just about processing them, pretty much. Okay, yeah, this is still going through the backlog. That's gonna be taking a while. I just feel like a full-time job. It pretty much is with the time commitment. Are those star-looking roads in the background? Star-looking roads? Wait, what are you talking about? White dots? These? I'm lost. This is particle chance. Just that, it's kind of like a waterfall. A dam, it's supposed to be. It does connect to the water behind here, although we haven't really fleshed out the connection. But yeah, it's kind of like the water outlet of this water wall we have, leaving the fusion area. It's also in a very good state with all the quality of life. True, like people they are still like the concept or like the people think that New Horizons is like an old mod pack, but it plays more like a modern mod pack with all the quality of life stuff. So it's kind of like a misconception, I think. But yeah, it's definitely like a lot of new streamers and a lot of people on YouTube also doing videos on New Horizons. Definitely helps with the popularity. We're back with good FPS. I disagree. 20 FPS is not good. But yeah, I think our base is a good benchmark of how the pack runs. Much must play New Horizons quit due to the toxic community. Skill issue. Let's go see what the G is doing. Oh, right, I also need to add more QFTs. We have the spots for them, and we really actually need them for things. Like, we need another tier 4 QFT for the bio stuff. Because our bio, like the stem cell production is kind of trash. That's going to be a large limiting factor of making the big craft later on. Let's play with no shaders and on fast settings. It wouldn't even help, and I can show you. Like, if I'm standing here in the main tower and I disable my shaders, and then I wait for the thing to load, FPS is still kind of trash. Like, yeah, it's a bit better than with shaders, but still less than 30 FPS without shaders, 28. This one it barely even matters if I have shaders on or not. It's just the amount of things in here. It's just rough for FPS. Try the end shaders for now. in an apartment building to house all the imaginary workers this place needs. More like a cemetery at this point. Here lies Minecraft, lost to Starfield. You could just get a degree in computer engineering and even a better single core CPU. I don't think that's how it works. Like at this point, if you want to invent better CPUs, you need to have a degree in AI because like they are almost fully AI built. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yeah, true. Like I didn't really, I wasn't really hyped for Baldur's Gate. Like not my type of a game. But yeah, this year has been so stacked with games. Like so many good games coming out. Like Armored Core, Starfield, Baldur's Gate, lots of other things as well. Actually, insane how good of a year it's been. Where is she? Games of Teleport because what? I do kind of like this shader effect. The only bad part about it is that it makes everything so dark because it's like permanent night. Hmm. Let's go take a look at the NAC field, see how it's doing. Trying to find things to do. Oh, wait, right. The compact. I think that might have finished already. Nice achievement. What? X, 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 X. Wait. 167 million EU per tick per hatch. This thing can take 32 hatches. Are you telling me this thing can use 5.3 billion EU per tick? Okay, that's a lot of power you can pump into the thing. Hmm. What? Why is this also so expensive? Holy crap. Mark 5 doesn't fuck around. Actually, never mind. It's just UAV stuff. It's not that bad. Although you're doing a lot of this, so I guess I also need to scan this. We're using for power gen. Naxfuel. We've been using Naxfuel for a long time now. Fission. We used fission like 10 years ago in EV. Yeah, fission is a little outdated at this point. But yeah, this building is our entire power gen. We have. Why are you not running? Oh, not enough fuel. Yeah, we have 21 of these, and then all of them do 1 point or 17.5 billion euro per tick. That's the power of NAC fuel. Hmm. Yeah, looks like the Mark IV refineries are the bottleneck. Need to switch just to hydrogen. Please don't be a long research. Yeah, that's not too bad. You're looking for a few drops of fuel. Let's just say I was slightly over optimistic on the amounts I was going to make. A single LV steam turbine. Yeah, there's a slight tier difference of 12 different tiers in between. It does, like, the things are exponential in this pack. They're actually more. Voltage goes up by 4x, but the amperage goes up by like almost 10x every tier. Well, not quite. It only starts ramping up at like UH3. Minecraft was still playing when they had fish. Minecraft actually was playing just a few days ago, I think. Last seen 12 days, never mind. Wait, Lynn logged in 3 days ago while I was away. Hey, didn't say anything though. Rubik's 24 days, never forget. Actually, place this pattern. And slow. I think we need a second research station here. I haven't fired up New Horizons in a while. Been playing other mod packs. I'm the complete opposite. I haven't fired up any other mod packs in a while, like 5 years. I only play New Horizons. Colin carries once again. Yeah, he's definitely carrying the end of the list. Somebody has to be the last, so yes, courageously taking that spot forever. All right, let's see if we can order those fusion coils, or he's gonna complain. It all comes down to Dragon Blood. Also Fermium. Fermium? I'm pretty sure we had Fermium. Oh, right, we have the Fermium Plasma. So we just need to make a pattern to cool it down. And eventually craft the Stargate before it gets nerfed again. That depends on if the Eye of Harmony change will nerf the Stargate or keep it like roughly the same. But most likely, like Colin got a job in between when he nerfed the Stargate and now, so it's unlikely he will have as much time to add like completely new mechanics. And also, UXV as a tier is very not fleshed out yet, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing a new tier. It's very unlikely that Stargate will get nerfed more. Dragon Blood is missing. Is that a recipe for solidifying it? Don't tell me it needs like some ridiculous amount of voltage. UAV, of course. Right, not too bad. Those fancy names need like universe and eternity. I think Colin already used all the easy names for like sci-fi techno speak. So yeah, Max here is gonna have some interesting names for sure. Hmm. What else to do here? Like, I really want to set up Shirebone, but we just don't. We need the Mark V to do it properly. I think just waiting on the Dragon Blood at this point. Grass humid by touching grass. That would be unobtainable though. New Horizons players that cannot touch grass at those tiers. Hmm. Oh, right. I was supposed to make a PR. Basically, right now the blocking mode on A2 only checks for circuits, ignore. But I want to make it so it also ignores the lenses and also ignores the modes. Oh, let me see if I can find the names for that. Hmm. Oh, okay. That's why it hasn't been done. Yikes. Where would you even go after creating molten space-time and shit? Well, apparently you make space and time separately. Then you start making Universium and Eternity and Shirabon and timepieces and hydrodynamic. Wait, what? How do you even do the thing? Hydro magnet of hydrodynamically constrained star matter. That's like the UXV tier material. Definitely a name. Okay, let me open up no studio here. Basically here, I need to add the names. How the hell do I do that? And the only thing it has is an ID. They are all in order, so I guess I can use that property. But that's kind of awkward. What are you trying to do? So the blocking mode ignores these circuits by default, but it doesn't ignore lenses, modes, shapes. So I kind of want to make it do that, so I can use blocking mode on my universal automation as well to improve the parallelization. But the thing is, all of these are meta items, which means I cannot easily discern the thing. Hmm. That's annoying. I might have to make like a helper function that has all of them. Ah, it's not as a trivial change as I thought. I guess I could like make a list of all the things that are not consumed. That's gonna get a lot of weird things as well. Like copper dust as well would be in there because copper dust in the LCR is not consumed for some recipes. So that's not a great idea. I think. What? You sure there was a non-consumed copper thing somewhere? Must be wrong though. had issues with advanced blocking on interfaces. I'm seeing multiple crafts on one cell in the image chest. Oh. Advanced, actually, well, if you have multiple interfaces pointing at one chest, it might be possible for like two interfaces to insert them on one tick, maybe. No, that might be the reason. But if you see more than like two or three, then that shouldn't be happening. Hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be more than a few lines to do the thing what I want to do. So I'm not gonna be doing it right now. I might try to look into it tomorrow. Because, well, I'm looking into it. Just as I said, that I won't look into it. But like, AE side of it only checks for the unlocalized name, while the GregTech side has most of them in a list. Let me see. Yeah, basically here you have these item list shape molds. So these don't even use the internal name because they're meta items. If you somehow access this list inside A2, although I guess we don't really have a list of just these shapes. Actually, so annoying. Like we do have these IDs here. We could probably use those for something. That's gonna be some spaghetti code. But like we could get the unlocalized name, get the last three digits in there, and check that if that's in the specified range. That feels like such a workaround though. How long is the list gonna be? It'll be like 100 things, I think. So in that sense, like using the IDs would be better. And so yeah, we have the molds here, we have the extruders. Now where are the lenses though? Save this. Might also it might be best to even use Ordict here. So check if like the item matches the Ordict. The code looks weird. It's because there's multiple ways things are done, so it's not like unified. Yeah, this is not a trivial change. Hmm. Well, I'll look into it at some other time. Where would we put the Draconic Crafters? Hmm. Putting them here would probably be pretty good. 13 million iridium already. There's cheese even coming here right now. Probably is the highest tier. Like this? Oh, well. Chaos fragments. Oof. I actually have to give the Chaos Dragon for this. Target when? Sometime in the future. It has slowed down considerably, probably because we don't have the players right now. Waiting for a cheat to tell me to go kill the Chaos Dragon. Except, how am I gonna kill the Chaos Dragon? I have 10 health and a washer to my name. I don't think I can kill it if I tried. The purple big sky? It's a shader edit I use. Turn it off. I kind of like it because it makes the well, I like it because it makes it nighttime all the time, so it's really good for like screenshots. But other than again, it does reduce the dynamic feeling of the daylight cycle. Wielding Molten Space Time, what kind of kills to the dragon? I'm not wielding Molten Space Time. Like this thing is IV. I actually don't have weapons because I never had to kill any bosses. I guess we could make some ridiculous crossbow using Shurabon or something if we wanted to. But we are Black Titanium. I don't plan on that. Infinity Sword and one tap it. You have to kill the Chaos Dragon to make that though. This word of the something. This Sword of the Cosmos. Huh. I guess we could make this. Maybe. I mean, it's mostly magic, so I have no idea what we need for it. I forgot what the circuit I need. Oh, no circuit, okay. I guess I can just toss it anywhere then. Let me try that, it works. I serve a non-magic New Horizons version. Well, you really don't need magic until like, UMV. It's not forced in progression, it just makes some things easier. So you can definitely play New Horizons without doing any magic. Also, I have played New Horizons for like, upwards of 5,000 hours, and I've never touched any of the magic mods. Always let my teammates do it. Does someone do it for you? Yep, that's my go-to plan. I got the slaves for magic. I got the slaves for everything. I could now the slaves are lacking. Anyways, I don't really have anything to do here, so I'm just gonna waiting for Chi to maybe make the Dragon Blood. I kind of want to get the Dragon Blood going. Stockpile, as that's the main bottleneck for most things. Oh, right, actually, let me go check if we're running low on the extremely unstable Nakoda. We are dropping slowly. So we have to upgrade Naquadria even further. We'll see actually what's bottlenecking it right now. Your team being so small is a sign of how well you treat them. Look, if I gave in to Lin and Rubik's demands on how to automate things, we wouldn't have this base. Because it would just be a pile of spaghetti centered around this area in like 10 chunk radius. The price we have to pay. These things. Oh wait, no, these are running. I guess it's still the centrifuge just being too slow. Oh, I already have one. Cool. Does this thing take lasers? I think it does. Energy hatch, any bottom casing. It doesn't say if it can take the lasers. Because it looks good. It does, yeah. That's why we use it a lot in the old base. And I think it's my second favorite Alexis color after light blue. I'm gonna mix them really nicely as well. Is this passive? I think it is. Also, I guess this does fit the team, so. Cyan hardened clay base, indeed. Neo Kyle Estes. Oh, actually, I don't think I mentioned it on stream, but we did name the base. In the loading screen art message, you can see the name. It's called Luminaria Mirai. It's kind of a cool name. I have no idea what's in this tower. Why does your tinted glass work on slopes? Because we have a special resource pack version. I don't know what. I actually don't remember what we did to make it work. But yeah, it works perfectly. So allows us to make diagonal glass. A weeb name, definitely a weeb name. But the thing is, Delano came up with it, and Delano isn't even a weeb. So hello, Watcher 150693. That's slightly long name to say. Is in your Discord? Maybe hidden somewhere in some discussion. So no, not really widely available. Is everyone good? Although it is already almost midnight, so I will be heading off soon. I just kind of want to see us getting Dragonblood passively. Just so we start stockpiling it. Actually, I think this is just like making coils for the next year. Mm. Man, this chat is actually unreadable. Oh well, it'll be better tomorrow. What is this making? We have the course here. I want draconic course. Oh wait, I can just check here. Why run fusion casings? Tier 2. Wait, no, tier 3 already. Yay. Recipe time is divided by number of tiers above the recipe. Wait, so is it that just like a worse OC? Weird multi. Although I think it's so slow, it looks like we're not gonna get the Dragon Blood thing in a while. In a reasonable amount of time. Might have to leave G here. I still need to prepare some things for the open house. Like actually move the vault over. Ask you if you have checked the person during stream playthrough of New Horizons. I do check most people who stream New Horizons. Or are they like a new person? Actually see who's streaming it right now. The only one streaming New Horizons right now? Okay. I do rate other people playing New Horizons every now and then, so I can tell their name, I guess, if they stream New Horizons like regularly. No Patty? Actually, where is Patty? I think Patty he might have been busy with the work. And Shroom was busy with Starfield. Have you checked out Hypnotized? I have, but he's kind of like out of the community. So I don't really like rating him as he doesn't really interact with the Horizon community overall. Like nothing against him as a person or as a streamer, but like he's not really in the streaming group, if you can call it that. And he fixed Patty's universal automation. Wait, did he actually make it already? I must have missed that when I was away in the island. How did he fuck it up? Longer towers are pretty. It is. It's kind of a shame that it's kind of just like out in here, surrounded by nothingness. I never visit this area. It's definitely a cool building. I might be eating pierogi. Uh, dumplings? I think pierogi is. If I hear pierogi, it's this stuff. Might be a different thing though. Works on the layout of the quest in the quest book. Oh, this is the quest book drama. I heard that Hypnotize was criticizing how the quest book is laid out. Well, Chochem usually does the quest book additions, but I don't think devs overall think that the quest book is in a bad state right now. Like Hypnotize has, it's in the minority to think that the quest book is bad. He's streaming, but super late for us. Ah, okay. Actually, wait, can I see when he was last online? But yeah, it's definitely kind of annoying being from Europe, so I cannot watch the Americans that often. 8 days ago, a while. Some thoughts. Let's hear them. Move all non-essential for progression quests to separate tabs and it's fixed. So basically, you would have a tab that says "Do this to progress," and then you have a tab that says "Do this if you want to not progress." I mean, I'm the worst person to ask about questbook design because I don't use questbook. Like I don't even know what's wrong with it for the most part because I've not done a single quest in my life almost. Oh, did they already add a multi-amp? See, that's 64. Also 64. It's still upgrading it. Maybe the Dyson, it's just trash its energy just to see us as a Dyson. We do have it patterned, so it wouldn't be that hard. Wait a second. I think we have an entire Dyson in our AE, it's just chilling. 51. Why do? Oh, I know that's not. That was 50,000 of this, but now it's just 500. But yeah, I think I could make a Dyson. This was not here a few days ago though, so I think Lynn might have been working towards it. The quest maybe? Oh yeah, true. Let me see the quest. Dyson. And what? It's complete, but it's not complete. Huh. How does that work? I build the Dyson swarm. We should make the Dyson in the garden dim. Just as a screw you, anyone using Dyson. Look at our Dyson making one amp of LFE. Ballers proving that Nacfuel is viable by buffing Nacfuel. It's for the greater good, okay? When the lock progression behind the Dyson, well, it would be really late game progression, and that would be after the Dyson rework. So my idea was to make Dyson kind of like an upgradable multi that you start at UH3 and then keep adding things to it until UX3 when you make it into a Dyson sphere. And you would get like some really high energy state fluids using the Dyson, which you could then use to maybe make circuits better in the new circuit multi that's coming up for the exotic line. But it might be just like an optional thing, and you can make them less efficiently without the Dyson as well. In my opinion, quests should be structured and organized and neatly laid out one after another, not just every quest compact next to each other. What's your opinion on that viewpoint on quests? I'm just going to avoid talking about quest book design because I am completely indifferent. The quest book might not just exist at all, and I wouldn't even mind it. I'm like the worst person to talk about the quest book design because I have no personal opinions on the thing. This farming that Neutronium Force from Marvel. Oh, they like the Nidavelder? No, but that's a new multi coming up. The Gorge or the Gorge Forge. That's a completely different thing from the Dyson. But that is also in the works, and it's going to be integrated with the exotic line. Opinion on pull request for stocking Floyd Hatch. I don't like it. I mean, I kind of do, because it would unify Floyds with items, but it also would completely trivialize all the automation in the pack. So in that sense, it's like if it gets added, it will most likely be in like UMV or UXV tiers. So it won't be the thing that people want, which is easy fluid automation and parallelization. 2.4.0 P out on CurseForge. I think that's not in our hands. CurseForge has to manually like validify big packs. I believe it's already uploaded on CurseForge, but like nothing we can do about it to make it faster. And in general, CurseForge kind of sucks for distributing mod packs, like New Horizons with so many custom mods. So I would suggest you don't use CurseForge. George. Indeed, the George. I think Cloud has been working on it lately though. But yeah, the 2.5 stable is looking kind of stacked, because that's gonna have the Eye of Harmony rework. It's gonna have the Dyson rework. It's gonna have the Gorge. It's gonna have the exotic circuit line. It's gonna have the Solar Factory multi. Actually, looking like a really cool patch. There was actually some discussion in GitHub discussion today how the 2.4 might seem kind of like a small patch, content wise. Like there hasn't been that many new multis and additions. Like we got the NAC fuel buff, and then we got mostly like some back end stuff like the general processing logic, giving us batch mode and sub one tick. But overall, it was like a very technical patch where we unified a lot of systems in the back end and also cleaned up a lot of the code base. So going forwards, making bigger batches is going to be easier. But like this patch might seem a little bit small compared to like 2.3. What is open house? Open house is us opening the server, so like removing the whitelist for a few days so people can come take a look at the base. And that's gonna be tomorrow, in less than 12 hours actually. We had like 40 people last time we had it. That was back in, I think, UV even? It's actually so long. So loads of new buildings to explore this time around. And I still need to prepare the spawn for that, so need to do that after I end the stream. Do you know if there's a way to make it so other people can invite members of the quest group instead of the creator of the group? No idea. We never had a problem because I was always online to invite people, and I have not used the quest book thing enough to know. Also, this is just slave watching stream at this point. That's why watching Chi build this thing. There's not a midnight. No, it starts basically when I wake up tomorrow. So in 12 hours, at noon, my time. So yeah, in roughly 12 hours, the server should be up. Yeah, I still haven't set up the server and prepared the spawn. So otherwise I could put it up now, but I didn't have time today to prepare it. So it'll be for tomorrow. World download, still nope. And it feels like there's so many unfinished things that I kind of want to clean up with the Delano before we go out the world download. Although I might give out a world download after the open house this time around, because I won't be streaming for quite a bit due to Starfield and the military thing. So people can still explore the area even though the open house is off and I'm not streaming. I think I'll look into that after the open house. People be in adventure mode. That was how the last open house worked. Although adventure mode isn't perfect because you can still mine things. And some people did explode a few things, but I think this time around I'm gonna go through the configs and disable machine explosions and disable the active transformer explosions, so it should be a lot harder to grief the base. I will also disable rain. Some people reach the image in open house. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of hoping people don't do that this time around. Also, a lot of the areas are now claimed as well, so you're gonna have to go pretty far if you want to find a spot where you can do it. And New Horizon server is still on 2.2.8. That's kind of ancient. Power files. Hmm. Cut down the power loss. And elevators. Is something like antimatter power generation in Horizons? No, antimatter is still untouched, so that might be a really late game energy generation option in like UXV. But like the power meta is really stale in endgame right now. Like it's basically you do Dysons until you get Eye of Harmonies and then just spam this damn spheres and you have infinite power. Like I'm hoping the Dyson rework will help with that, but we will also need more options. Like Nakfuel is a contender pre Eye of Harmony for now because of the Mark 6. But yeah, I do agree we do need like an actual UXV tier power gen that's just power gen instead of also being material production and other things like the Eye of Harmonies right now. This is from like in real life view using whole universe for power more than antimatter. It kind of depends because like it doesn't really take the entire universe. It simulates like a star system and then extracts it for the resources. And also, our Colin is reworking the Eye of Harmony to be, I think, more specific, so it doesn't do everything at once. But yeah, antimatter is definitely something we might see in the future. It's just that we don't really have any late game devs willing to do power gen. That's like the constant problem with New Horizons, that it's very rare to see people who have gotten to the end game, so they actually know the balance and what's like reasonable to add, and also know dev and have the time to add the things. Amazing how far New Horizons come. I constantly call it of life stuff on Paddy stream that I take for granted that weren't even the pack some time ago. Oh yeah, like this run has felt really smooth compared to last Stargate run. We didn't even have fluid crafting when we made the Stargate. We only got it like midway through, so we had to refit the entire base to use fluids instead of flasks. I struggled with the new plasma chain. I had to rush towards Nakfuel. Huh. Why did you struggle with the plasma chain? Because, well, I added it in a rush, so I didn't test it myself, so I agree it's not like perfect, but it should still be usable, but I haven't done it myself, so I don't really have first-hand experience on why it's like too hard to do, or I guess it does feel like the payout isn't too good when you make it, or is this like too complex for the tier where it's in? The problem with the plasma chain. A friend of mine is trying to do it, and the tartarized smelting times fucks everything. Yeah, that's a comment I saw as well. But like we looked into it, and if you use like a reasonable efficiency turbine, it should be fine. Like it should only be less than 10% of the energy output you get. I had around 4 Mark IIIs when I made the plasma chain. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying unless you autocraft the plasma. You kind of need one fusion for each step. At around 20 or so more. That does sound correct. But like individually, the plasma chain should make more energy per reactor compared to helium plasma. So if that's not the case, then there might be something wrong with the recipes, like the tartarite, for example. But we did look into it, and the tartarite should only be like 10% of the total output, assuming you use GT++ and Xenon. For the 3 last Mitra multiblock machines, Eye of Harmony is the last one. DTPF is the one before that, and then there's basically nothing that's worth mentioning in between. Stargate, I guess, kind of counts as a multi-block, so you could consider that like the completely final thing. But yeah, I also agree that the plasma fuel chain doesn't fix the main problem of plasma, which is the turbine spam, because you still have to spam turbines. So plasma fuel or plasma power needs a complete overhaul, in my opinion. But I haven't really thought in how to do that. But like, actually, I have a few ideas. Like, you would keep the normal non-fuel plasmas as they are right now, so it would be like a glorified alloy smelter. But then you could, for the fuel plasmas, have like a pre-processing chain for activating the fusion fuels, and that would add complexity while also providing it, or like allowing us to increase the numbers a lot as it's more complex now. Yeah, I haven't written any of these thoughts down, so it might happen one day that plasma fuel actually becomes interesting. But for now, plasma is kind of like a thing you do in CPM and UV, and then you hopefully switch to something better. Have I missed a recent automation-based tour? Nope, I have not had those in a bit. Although you can come take a look yourself tomorrow in open house. Yes, the Alpha Nova screenshot with the plasma turbines. Yeah, the 2.0 gate, like UV tier and Alpha Metis, was actually insane. Like, you had no quality of life, you had no good power options, so your only thing was spamming fusions. You didn't even have compacts. That gate was actually like, I would say it was harder than the gate nowadays because of just how little quality of life you had, and like you had no options. The box will fix everything. The box. I can't believe they actually spent so long making the box, and it's just like completely forgotten now. It just became a meme. It was so damn OP. How big is the gap between Space Elevator Multiblock and the DTPF? Space Elevator is start of UHV. DTPF is end of UIV. So that would be 2 tiers. I would say 2.5 tiers, I guess. So quite a bit still. Actually, we can check. Let me check my sheet. We have all the milestones in there. So we got the space elevator on day 44, and then it took us 11 days to get the DTPF Mark 1. And then it took us 20 days to get the first Eternal Coil DTPF, which is like the best DTPF you can make. So yeah, definitely takes a while. The box, the multi, which was a glorified PA. No, the box was a multi that you could like encode entire recipe lines into, and it had perfect OC for every single machine that was in the thing. So you could just basically encode an entire Stargate in it, uh, if you had enough time, and it would like completely negate all the energy costs almost because of perfect OCing everything. And did it end of UAV? Oh, actually, right. Yeah, you are actually correct. Yes, you need it for Transcendent Mel, which is the UIV thing. So actually, yeah, there's only 1.5 tiers between the space elevator and the BDPF. You know, to add a milestone feature like that Factorio mod has, that would be cool, definitely. Like, especially if it was kind of linked with the quest book, so you could share it with the party. That would be really nice. Only feature ideas, but no time. That's the curse of being a dev. Like, ideas are easy to make and fun, and then you have to implement them. uh, I think the quest book would be the best. Yeah, true. That's the easy way of doing it, I guess, is make a quest for all the milestones. Wait, hello? What? What do you mean? Okay. How does the DBF multibox look like? I can fly to the tower, show it. Separate mod which would get me the satisfaction of download hits. Would it though? If it's just bundled in with the New Horizons. I guess if you make it like a standalone. But then again, 1.7.10 mods, I don't think they are really downloaded individually. Actually, I guess Courage Forge does count modpack downloads as a download for the mod, so that might work, but I don't know. For nerds, I need the counter, yes. Which actively try to make your satisfaction less. Right, so here's the DPFs. They are wall shared quite a lot, so you can kind of see it here. Like there's 4 of them. And there's space for 104 in these towers. Let me render this a little bit. Would rather be in a cell in Universal Automation. Next step is also have the machine in the cell. Oh yeah, let's make PAs use the machines in stocking buses. The buff the PAs need. That would actually be so overpowered, like holy hell. What does the DTBF stand for? Dimensionally Transcendent Plasma Forge. It's a lot of sci-fi nonsense. Basically, it takes in metals or molten metals and makes different molten metals. We have ours doing molten infinity and molten spacetime. Oh wait, what? Hey, what? I did pack L get. That was great. Right. I added 7 more of this, but this one was missing a few. Let me finish up this. And then after that, I'm gonna head off. It's already past midnight, and I still need to set up the server for tomorrow. Open house include a matter of flying. Yes, we provide a gravity chest plate for everyone and healing racks. And would I even use for the milestone tracking? Oh, yeah, that would be a problem. I mean, FTB utility. Well, actually, you could probably use like the statistics here. Like minutes played. That should be a vanilla statistic, so it should be able to be used. So you would probably pull it from players themselves, maybe. Actually, that's I don't know how would you sync it up. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to figure out. I think I need some thought. Is that per server or per player? That'd be per player. Well, the block was completed. All right, now we have 8 DPFs sitting idle. Right. This will all be used for Shurabon, I believe. And then we can start making Mark 6 NAC fuel. But we're still just waiting for the Dragon Blood so we can make the Mark 5 fusion. DTPFs to make more DTPFs. That's how the progression in early UMV goes. He was correctly too. How far is he away from this machine? I haven't watched Korax in a long time. I think I last checked him when he had the space elevator, so unless he has made insane progress after that in the 1 month or so, I don't know. I also I have no idea how his base actually is. So, how low is the TPS? Right now the TPS is kind of low because on the update we was some of the optimizations I had in the server. But we're still at like 35. I can get it down to 30 if I have the optimizations active. So it's still looking pretty good for Stargate. And also we have a lot of laggy setups that I still haven't optimized, so you should be able to stay under 50 when going for the Stargate. The Mark IV Fusion today. Mark IV non-compact though, maybe I assume. Mark IV isn't that like huge or expensive in my opinion. The compact is the actual milestone of making it. Go see what she is doing. Is Epic Gaia Arena? Mm. Are you uploading the VODs from this channel to YouTube? Yes, they should all be uploaded except for this day. They have one day delay due to the Twitch affiliate agreement, so they should appear in less or within 2 days. In worst case, yes, every single day I have streamed is in there, and it's only missing the days where I did not stream for fairly obvious reasons. This point, I'm not even doing anything. Waiting for it to work. You can have Gaia Arena. You might not have made it yet. Open Gaia Spirit. What? Actually, going here. No, not a scam. But yeah, TPS is stable, so pretty happy about that. And worst case, we can always upgrade the CPU of the server. We do still have 3 other servers running on the cluster, so those might still impact a little bit. So there's still ways of getting better tick times if needed. I wish we had a subreddit dedicated just to older mods. Yeah, true. The V2V subreddit is full of mostly low effort new pack posts. Kind of a weird place to be. It's like 70% of the content in there is like, what mod pack should I play? And look at this thing I made that everyone else has made in these mod packs 100 times. I don't know. It's like a weird place to be. Anyways, it is late, so I think I'm gonna head off for now, and we shall see. Well, I think the open house is gonna open, and I won't be there for the first 2 hours. I have to go eat lunch, but I'll be back in like 15 hours to explore the open house. See if there's some people online when I log in. But yeah, open house in about 12 hours, and we shall see how that goes. Is anyone streaming that I could narrate? I guess Hypnotize is. Guess I'll force you to hypnotize then. Oh no, wait. It literally went offline like 2 seconds ago. Never mind. Hmm. Well, no raid today then. Okay. I shall just end stream. Bye. See you tomorrow.